Last Friday evening, when I was about to leave from the office, I got a call from my boss. You have something important work to finish over the weekend. And knowing the importance and the criticality of the job to be done, I put in a lot of my efforts and completed well before time. And guess what? Monday morning, when I presented that proposal to him, his reaction was, well, Abhay, it looks sharp, but you need to put more meat into it, okay? You're getting me? You need to put more focus into it, think out of the box, and get me some more innovative ideas. Toastmaster of the day, my fellow Toastmasters and guest. I'm sure each one of you would have heard this term called think out of the box, out of box thinking, sometime or other. But what does it really mean to think out of the box? Now to me, it means to defy the norms, to defy the conventional thoughts, to go beyond the thought process, to go beyond the traditional thought process. Try to see what others can't see, or rather others don't want to see. The box is all about the limitations of your thoughts, of your processes, which is being incorporated over the ages. And your ability to think out of the box is a recipe of the secret, of the success. Typically, in today's world, our basic thinking process has been stripped out of us. We've been fashioned to the robots and made to memorize things which we hate to do. But hang on, that makes us a perfect employee, or for that matter, a good human being as well. But if you think through, that world is actually pushing you into the box, into the conventional thought process of yourself. They don't want you to come out of that process and challenge the generic thoughts. Few years back, Godrej Industries threw up an open challenge to their engineers to build or to develop a refrigerator which can be used in the rural part of India. Now, typical traditional approach would have been to build a refrigerator which have a sleek design or low energy compressor, or for that matter, solar refrigerator. Mr. Sundar Raman and his team, they decided to break the conventions. They went and visited many villages in India to observe the pattern of the villages. How do they produce the food? How do they consume the food? How do they prepare and store the food? What are their basic needs if they given a refrigerator? And guess what? They come up with a 45-liter plastic container which cools the food at around 8 to 10 degrees, which runs on a 12 volts rechargeable batteries. Now sometimes all your engineering, all your logic, you have to pack aside and think outside. What else can be achieved? If you want to go above and beyond your limitations, if you have ever said, it all starts with your mind, your ideas and your vision. Well, in the beginning, it may feel intimidating, but believe me, once you start practicing, you start unleashing your genius inside you. I'm not sure how many of you seen last Saturday's rugby game between France and New Zealand. Due to the injury, many of the French players were out. Many of the senior players were out due to the injury. Now, a traditional approach would have been get the local club senior guys and line up them against New Zealand. But Guy Jovis did something differently. Total radical thought. He lined up two young kids of 20 and 21 years of age against the mighty Black Caps. I don't believe anybody would have thought to play a non-playing team members in front of All Black. Although I would have loved to see the Black Caps lose the game, but those two kids gave the run for their money. It was wonderful out-of-box thinking. Now, out-of-box thinking is not only your mindset; it is your lifestyle. It is an art. It is where you start unleashing the genius inside you. You start developing inside the creative thoughts. Well, there are many ways one can start developing this habit or start nurturing the thought process. But let me give you quick 5 tips which will help you. First one is eliminate negativity. Stop saying no, you can't do it. Take a pause, say let's give it a try. Second, learn new things. Your creativity thrives when you don't stuck into the same age-old methods, age-old routines. Start learning new things. Maybe start with a new game, new language. If you are from banking industries, try to learn how the retail industry work, how the manufacturing industry work. Third, change your routine. The moment you start adopting the same routine again and again, you are confined yourself to your blocks, to the box. Take a pause. If you are a Mulund fan, go to sometimes Starbucks coffee. It's not bad. Fourth is challenging yourself. Now, a couple of weeks back when I landed in South Africa, Johannesburg, I started Googling around which is the best Toastmasters Club where we can go. I was not very sure whether I would be accepted to deliver a speech due to my accent. More importantly, whether you guys will accept my message or not. But I decided to come out of my comfort zone, challenge myself, and here I am delivering my P9 in front of a wonderful crowd. Today's world, typical world, they are looking for the innovators. They are looking for the pioneers. They are looking for people who can think out of the box, because that's where true legends are born. That's where true leaders are born. In today's competitive world, it's about out-of-box thinking that separates inferior to superior. Which one will you set out to be? Over to you, Toastmaster.